Hey guys, welcome back. It's time for an Empties video. I have a lot of stuff to show you guys because I meant to do an Empties video last month and probably the month before, and who knows how long it's been since last time I did one. So I'm going to get started. The first item is a shampoo by Pantene. It's the Repair and Protect shampoo. It's part of the Pantene Pro V. This I've had for a very long time. This was actually sent to me. The back is not even, the same. This was sent to me by Pantene to test out before it actually came out on the market and, to give my feedback on, and so it looks a little bit different. So I'm not even sure. I would need to go back into the stores and look at the types of Pantene again. I have a lot of Pantene, but I think the Repair and Protect is still available, and I did really like it. You guys know I like Pantene anyway, so this was no different. I have a deodorant. It's the Avon Skin So Soft Signature Silk. You guys know it's my holy grail. Finished another one of those. This is just the top off of a soap. It was another one of those little Lord and Mayfair refreshing bar soaps with jasmine and orange essence. It's like a hotel sample, and I liked it. I liked it definitely better than the conditioners and lotions and stuff. So I finished this sample of the Olay Definity Intense Hydrating Cream. This isn't available anymore, but I did really like it. It reminded me a lot of the Becoming serums from back in the day. It had that opalescence feel. In fact, wouldn't surprise me any if it was basically the same thing. Just the next generation of it. But you can't get this anymore, but there are Olay products out there to replace it. So if you just Google, I've told you guys it before, but I can't remember what the recommended replacement is called, but if you just Google, replacement for Olay Definity Intense Hydrating Cream, it will come up. That's how I found it. So next is another bag of the Simply Right baby care, basically baby wipes, and you get these. I know you can get these at Sam's Club in like a huge pack of a bunch of these. It's my holy grail makeup wipe really right now, so I would definitely use it again. It works better than anything else that I have used in a long time. I've had ones that worked as well, but you can't get them anymore, so this right now is my holy grail. Would use it again. This is an Avon Skin So Soft liquid hand soap. This is from when Avon first started doing hand soaps, and I had it in my downstairs bathroom, and I don't really use my downstairs bathroom for anything but storage. It's like a little half bath, so it's more like a closet. So I just use it for storage, and so it was in there for a really long time, and I finally moved it up to my my full bath and used it up. But I mean, I would use it again, but they have the Naturals line now, which I actually do like better than the Soft and Sensual fragrance of Skin So Soft. So, and I have these samples. I think I talked to you guys at length. I think I did a full review on these, of the Garnier Fructis Fortifying Shampoo, the Damage Eraser line, and the Fortifying Conditioner, and the Damage Eraser. I did a full review on these, so you can go back and look at my Ready Set Shop weekly favorites videos and see what I found about those. I can sum it up though and tell you I wasn't impressed. Next is the John Frieda Frizzy's Heat Defeat Protective Styling Spray. I really like this. Nourishes and protects hair from heat damage for straighter curly styles. I really like this. It's probably my holy grail heat protectant right now. I need to go get some more. I went to buy some more I looked at CVS and I couldn't find it. My CVS has stopped carrying heat protectants for some reason. But I've seen it at Kmart, so I'm using up another one that I had in storage, but when that one's gone, I will go to Kmart and get some more of these, because I do really like it. I like that the spray's controlled. The only thing I don't like it is these pumps really are not ergonomically correct. I think it was originally like this, like facing forward. I can't really remember. I know that I twisted it. Because you can't, your hand, it's such an abnormal way to try to spray your hair. Yeah, I think it went to the front, so I twisted it to the side so that I could at least use my thumb, and that way my arm is not wrenched all the way around. So I like the way that it sprays, and I like the control that it has with the spray, but I wish they would figure out a way to, I don't know, I think I prefer this kind of a pump just because it's more ergonomically correct. I like the spray better than the Tresemme and the Biolux, and I like the scent better than both of those two, and it worked better, so I would recommend this. Next is actually a men's product, but I used it. It's the Nivea Men Sensitive Shaving Gel, and I really liked it. I don't use a shaving gel myself, even for my legs. I prefer soap, and that's no different with using this. The only thing I could say is I think that the pump, even just the little pump sprays out a lot of product, and so I don't know, I wish I had a little bit more control about how much product comes out, because it kind of comes out and foams up, so it gets bigger. This is kind of like this really isn't a foam spray, it's a gel, but it still kind of grows when you spray it. So I do wish there was a little more control. It smells good. It's kind of a fresh scent, leans a little to the cologne side, but it's fresh and mild, so it shouldn't bother anybody too much, being on their face. But anyway, I would recommend it for a man or woman if you like shaving gel. Next is one of the Avon Skin So Soft Firm and Restore Age Defy Corrective Neck and Chest Creams. You guys know that this is kind of a holy grail product for me. I will get some more. I already have some more. I'm already using some more. You use it on your décolleté, and I use it on my shoulders, and you can use it on your neck. And mainly what I use it for, it has sunscreen in it, SPF 15 sunscreen, but what I use it for is to lighten the sunspots, the freckling and stuff that you get from being an idiot when you're a teenager and being out in the sun too much. And it does work for that. So I really like it. It's moisturizing. It leaves your skin with like a healthy glow, I don't know, like a shine. It's not shiny, it's not shimmery, it's not glittery, it's none of those, but it just makes your skin look really healthy, and I really like that. So next is a Rimmel London Gentle Eye Makeup Remover, and it says it removes waterproof mascara, and it's supposed to be oil-free. I didn't like this at all when I first used it because I'm spoiled with the eye makeup remover that is my Holy Grail eye makeup remover, and my Holy Grail one, I just have to use like half of a pea size amount, to get everything off, and it comes off really easily. So I basically I used a little more I used about a pea size amount at first on the cotton ball, and that really didn't do anything. So I was like, man, this stuff is awful. So it took me a while to figure out I needed to use a lot more product. You do use more of this to get things off, but then it does eventually get things off. So I would use it again. It's not my Holy Grail, but if somebody were to text me and say, hey, have you ever tried this? Would you use it? Should I get it? I would say, yeah, it works pretty well. You'll like it. So next is a sample of, this is a coffee sample. This is not a beauty thing. This is by 8 o'clock, and it's the original ground coffee, sweet, fruity, and well balanced. I liked it. I think it's funny when they say fruity. I don't know that it was fruity. I guess it did sort of have, coffee, no matter what, kind of just tastes like coffee most of the time. Like one extreme or another extreme. It's either mild or, intense, sometimes bitter, or sometimes not. So it didn't really, there wasn't necessarily fruitiness to it, but it did have a little something that kind of takes away the bitterness that coffee can have sometimes. So I did enjoy it. It was, same thing, if somebody texted me and said, hey, have you ever tried this 8 o'clock coffee, should I get it? I would say, yeah, you'll probably like it. Toilet paper. This is the Charmin Ultra Strong. I think I had a coupon or something for this. I'm not a big Charmin girl. It's kind of dusty. It's, it leaves dingleberries. You know what dingleberry is. I think it's funny that the whole commercials, talk about the bear having bits stuck to their behind, because this is pretty much the only toilet paper that I've ever used that, does that, and still does that. So it's really not a favorite of mine. I would use it again. It's not the worst toilet paper in the world, but there's a lot of things about it that I really don't care for. I prefer Quilted Northern or even some store brands. This is actually one I did like. This is the Kroger Home Sense toilet paper. And this one I liked a lot better. I'm trying to remember. If I had to choose, I probably would choose this one over the Charmin. Another deodorant. This is the Avon Skin So Soft original version. Again, Holy Grail deodorants. I'll use any of the scents. I like them all. I finished in a new clinical Thermafirm facelifting cream. This is a cream that kind of lifts and tightens everything for you a little bit. I basically use this as like a morning moisturizer, like my daytime moisturizer, which is really meant to be kind of like a treatment cream. You can combine it with another, you can put this on and then put your moisturizer on top of it. But I just used it straight up as a moisturizer and it was fine, and I would do that again. Next is a product by Sicily. It's basically a face cream. It says Intense Anti-Aging Hydration. This I wasn't that impressed with. It also smelled a little bit herbally, I think. Yeah, which I'm not really a fan of, but scent aside, it really just didn't, it was kind of like, it wasn't a watery cream, but it felt like when you put it on, you know how when you get like a really cheap lotion and you can kind of tell that it's mostly water and you sort of put it on and your skin doesn't feel any better after it soaks in or anything? That's kind of how this is. It just didn't really do much for me, so I don't really know that I would recommend that. And I imagine it's probably fairly expensive, so I would go with something else. Next is the Schick Hydro Silk, razor. I talked about this at length. I hate women's razors. I think they're all pretty much crap, and I don't like that they have the big fat handles. I think that's clunky and klutzy, and I know they're trying to make them pretty or make them look more feminine than the men's razors, but, I'm not a toddler. I don't need, for me, having those big handles just makes them kind of a clumsy thing that takes up extra space. The blades never work very well. They clog easily. They don't shave that closely. I don't know. I just don't like women's razors. I haven't really had a razor that I've liked. I used to have one in high school that I loved, and I think it was a Gillette razor, and I used the men's, Gillette razor heads, and the last 20 years, razors just continually go downhill. I think they just get worse and worse and worse. All I need is for something to cut the hair and not cut my skin, and, that's what I would like to find. That's what's missing for the world of razors. Razors that cut your hair. Next is an Advantage Complete Oral-B toothbrush that, this might be what I'm using right now. I really can't remember. No, this is not the one I was using right now. This is the one I was using before. I would use it again. I didn't have any complaints about it. It's all good. Next is my amazing eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. This was from Almay, and I had it in Precise Black. I'm really sad that this is gone because their new eyeliners that are similar to this are not as good. The applicators are hard to work with and take the eye makeup off, but this one I really liked, but I've had it for a long time, so you can't get it anymore, so I am missing it right now. Next is a soap. It's one of the Mark Cleanup Time Conditioning Bath Soaps, made with fair trade certified ingredients, shea butter, cocoa butter, white tea extract. You can't buy these anymore. I have maybe 2 left, I think. I loved them. They were kind of a holy grail soap, but can't get them anymore. Next is a concealer. This was one of the Avon Healthy Makeup Concealers in the color Fair. You guys have seen this a gazillion times. I finally used it up. The Healthy Makeup line doesn't exist anymore, so you can't get that particular kind anymore. Of course, you can get, there are other kinds of concealers you can get from Avon, so try a different kind. That one I didn't really care for. It was a little thin. It didn't provide really enough coverage for me, but, it worked fine as a base, and, it was an okay concealer, but I like something a little thicker. Next is, I have 2 bottles with little eyedroppers. these are products that were sent to me to test, and I was testing them for months and months and months. You guys probably remember I was talking about, oh, I'm doing this hair care regimen, I can't talk about it, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is part of what it was, but anyway, so, you know, Redken is coming out with a line of products for women to help them regrow hair. You know, like there's a lot of different brands out there for men who are balding that want to try to, you know, grow hair. Well, this was the, you know, basically an equivalent for women, and it's by Redken, and it's out on the market now. So anyway, I had a conditioner. They're also making like shampoo and conditioners and treatments. So this is a conditioner, you know, from it. And then I had 2 of the, you know, basically hair regrowth treatments with minoxidil is basically what that is. I have a couple more of those left. I've taken a break from it because I just, you know, I did it for a lot of months in a row with no interruptions, and just kind of, I get bored. You know how I am. I like to try new things. So I just was kind of bored, so I'm taking a break from it. But I will go back. I have some products left that I will continue up. I did like it. For me, it didn't, I don't think it really, I didn't see any regrowth from it, but they're very specific. You know, they say that there's a specific type of issue that you need to be suffering from basically for this to work for you. And there's a lot of different reasons. You can have hair loss or thinning hair or, you know, whatever. And it might not work for everyone. Some of the, you know, the shampoo and conditioner I liked. I mean, I liked them just for being a shampoo and conditioner, but I didn't necessarily see hair regrowth from them. The treatment product, there's another treatment product, like a volumizing type product that I did, you know, I did like quite a bit. You know, but it's just one of those things where if you don't fall under the category of having, you know, having hair loss for the particular reason that this helps, then this probably won't help. But you might like the shampoo and conditioner anyway, just for how it works with your hair, even if it doesn't grow your hair, and you might like the treatment that provides kind of thickness and volume, you know, at the roots as well, just for the fact that it does that. So might be a line you might want to check into, and definitely if you have, you know, I say if you have hair loss or some balding issues, or you have areas where hair is not growing, that if you can afford to do it, try it. Give it 3 or 4 months straight with no interruptions, follow the directions, and try it, because if it ends up working for you, you know, that will change your life. You know, the boost in your confidence and self-esteem, and just, you know, not even that it's something, you know, even if you're not particularly embarrassed by it or whatever, you know, if you can make it better, and if you can make it better, it's going to make you feel better, right? So, you know, if it's something that you're interested in, I say try it. At least give it a shot and do it for at least 3 or 4 months, because you do have to use the product consistently for it to work, and it can take longer for some people than others. And if you stop using it, you will go back to how you were before using it. So, give it the time to work and see if it works for you, because if it works for you, then, you know, that's great. Okay, I think that's it. Sorry, I kind of zipped through those. I was kind of all business. I feel like I was like very through that. But anyway, I'm ready to throw out the trash. I've had it in here for too long. So if you have any questions about any of those products, you know, like a lot of them you can't get anymore, so it you know, doesn't really matter that much. But there's a few that in there that you can still get. So if you need any information on those, then let me know, and let me know what you have used up, so I can see if there might be something I would be interested in trying, if there's something that you used up and loved and would keep using over and over again. Alright, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, by the way, this is my kind of natural curly, wavy, curly, scrunched hair and my workout clothes. See you guys next time. Bye.